Okay, I know it's a little confusing right now. Look, I didn't write the storylines, y'all. But it's Steve and Laura time. Let's go. Come on, this is crazy, though.
I've been working in my laboratory for months. And I finally perfected my transformation chamber. But the woman of my dreams fell in love with Stefan.
You mean Laura? The cold-hearted ice princess who wouldn't know a good man if he fell in her lap, Winslow?
Well, at least she called her princess. That's a compliment, right? Yikes.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm Steve. Got a name tattooed on my heart.
Interesting that Steve has not picked up as Steve. That what Laura feels for Stefan is a physical attraction, and really for the most part, that's what it is with Stefan. We saw what that boy was trying to. That boy romanced her like a grown man. We know what that dude was trying to do, and it's interesting that Steve does not pick that up himself. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
You're a terrific lady. But I've always loved Laura.
Right.
And changing back to Stefan Urkel is the only way I can get her.
Peep game on this real quick. Do you see what Steve, oh my goodness. Do you see what Steve just said? And turning back into Stefan is how did we get here? He said turning back into Stefan is the only way I can get her. Right? So what you're seeing from Steve right now is still, the vision is still there. The promise is still there. But he has completely abandoned the process.
Evil.
Myra, stop it. Stop it. Look at Steve. Myra, I'm saying, quit calling a girl evil now. Come on now.
Now, Laura and I were meant to be together. Like we're a team, a duo, a pair, a match, a twosome, and I could. Myra. Myra, I've never misled you.
That's right.
I've always loved Laura. And I warned you that this might happen someday.
In the name of love.
Stop. In the name of love. Before you break my heart. Think it over. Yeah.
Myra. How like that, Badger Cheeks?
Stephen, don't do this. Please don't leave me for the last time. I can't live without you.
Oh, sure you can.
Right. Sure you can. Right.
Your knees, woman.
Myra, get some pride, girl.
Now, Myra, my mind is made up. And I'm going to step inside that chamber, and I'm going to keep stepping into it every week.
Keep stepping into it?
Yes, a small technical matter. You see, the effects only last for a week, so I just hop in every 7 days for a little recharge.
Wow. It makes me sad that nobody's asking questions about this. Okay.
Oh, can I at least give you one last kiss goodbye?
Well, but
Look at her. See, again, what is she trying to do? Win him over physically, right? Okay. Look at her. Lord don't want to look. How, Lord? You don't. Lord doesn't want to look. Looking like, look, I'm going to let y'all finish, but my kisses on the cheek are second to none. You feel me? Huh, Lord?
Remind me again. Why am I changing back to Stefan? Time's on my suit.
Don't! I love you.
Myra, I have got a date with destiny.
Look, there's just so much to break down in this. Did you see how Steve said again, I have a date with destiny? Steve, he's talking the right language. He's just doing the wrong things.
Date with destiny. Now, step aside.
There's nothing you can do that'll make me move.
Uh-oh. Is it Myra, is it really that easy? Is it really, Myra, you should have thought that through if it's that easy. You should have thought that through, girl. Gosh, oh gosh. I feel like this is so drawn out. Just come out. Can you just come out? It's so drawn out. It's so drawn out, guys. It's just, why does it take a minute? Just, can you get in and get out? My goodness. Golly.
Wake me, shake me, and break me, but baby, don't forsake me.
I just want to know who is writing his. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
You like this guy? Girl, you are one sick puppy.
Woof.
I'm telling y'all, overload of the others. We got Stefan the other, we got Myra the other. It's just too much of the others. Ugh.
You just be yourself. And you love yourself. And others will love you too. True love is unconditional.
Ooh. Look. If Stefan was like this all the time, I would love him. Instead of feeling whatever it is that I won't say, that I feel for him. If he was just like this, normal, I would love him. Like he's keeping it real right now. Lord, you need to hear this, girl.
Well, that's true.
Laura and Stefan or Kel, I'm cool. Incredibly cool. But I'm also artificial. And I just can't live this lie anymore. I have to change back to who I really am. Steve Urkel. Just remember though, even though I'm not real, my love for you is.
Gotta stop you. Can somebody make that make sense to me? I'm not real. There's nothing real about me but my love for you. Boy, this is the type of stuff that will get girls' minds all messed up. That does not even make sense. Okay, carry on.
Stefan, I don't understand. I love you too. And if we both love each other, then why can't we be together?
She's confused. So for all your Laura's evil, no, she's confused. It's just all that is.
Because I don't love me. It's just not meant to be.
Stefan, you just taking the words right out of my mouth, bro. Huh? What did he just say? It's just not meant to be. This is what I mean. Laura needs to hear this. Oh my gosh, Stefan. Come on, Stefan, now.
So when are you gonna do this?
Well, there's nothing to do. I didn't take my last Stefan recharge. It's hard to say. It could be several days or several hours or
Any minute now.
He's back. Come on.
I am sorry. But this is goodbye.
Forever.
Come on back, Steve. With Stefan, Stefan brings out the kind of sometimes the animal, shall I say, in Laura, but he's not bringing out her actual true heart. So Stefan is comfortable because she can get all this and be all this wrong and not have to give up her heart. She doesn't. So her walls and all that, they're still guarded. Stefan has not gotten past Laura's walls. And that, believe it or not, is what feels right to Laura. That feels right because she feels in control. She doesn't feel vulnerable. She's in control of how she feels. When it's Steve, about it with Laura when it comes to Steve, and this is the thing that is so beautiful, is that Steve is there to cultivate Laura because God wants Steve to bring all those things out in Laura so that Laura can love him right for a lifetime. Also, what irritates Laura about Steve, it honestly is, it's the fact that he can get past those walls and he pulls those things out of her that God wants out of her because God knows she's only going to love you this way for a lifetime. We have to bring these things out. These things have to come out. So that's what Steve is doing. Steve is cultivating Laura and preparing her for a lifetime with him. Like, that's what he's doing, and that's what God does. But that's what Laura doesn't like. That's what is uncomfortable to her. That's what gets on her nerves pertaining to Steve. If Steve can get past, I told you God gave Steve an all access pass, but past all her walls and all of that. And you'll look and you'll see Steve is the only one that gets past Laura's walls. Stefan does not do it. Abraham, Sarah, Hagar, Isaac and Ishmael, as you know, God told Abraham, told Abraham, you will be the father of many nations. You know what I'm saying? You about to be blessed, bruh. Straight up. That's what he said. And, time, as what do I always say? God just never reveals the weight. So they waited and waited and waited. Sarah kept getting older. And then she was like, look, bro, it's closed shop here. So maybe you need to go in with Hagar and maybe that's how your promise and your blessing will come. And as we know, what came out of that in Ishmael, right? That was not the promise that God told Abraham. You know, God told Abraham that you would have a son, and he met through your wife, you know. And so what happens when God has a promise, when God gives a promise, he always comes through. So we know the story that Sarah and or Sarai, because her name changed and his name changed, but they did end up having a son named Isaac, right? And that is the promise, and that's where Abraham was going to become the father of many nations, was through Isaac. And through their own mind and thinking that they had to try to be God, they wouldn't had an Ishmael, you know. And that's what Stefan and Myra represent to Stephen Laura. They're Ishmaels. It's kind of like, okay, let's see what I can do. Let's make what I can do. But they're not the promise. You know, Myra is not the promise, you know, and Stefan is not the promise. But we cry, I can't think of what song it is, but it's so powerful here. He says, the master artist will make your mess a masterpiece regardless. You know what I'm saying? And that's just so beautiful. That's what happened with, you know, even though Abraham had to say bye to his son Ishmael, he still got the promise from God that he was going to be taken care of, you know. And it's the same thing that we could see with Stephen Laura, that they are both going in the wrong directions, but the master artist will make your mess a masterpiece regardless. That's Mr. Lecrae right there from All Things Work Together. But yeah, man, love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.